Hi, I'm Resha from Natural Hair Loving. So, Natural Hair Loving is a digital platform for Black women, and it's just teaching and inspiring us to embrace our naturally coily and curly hair. So, we do this every day on our Instagram. We share styles, we share tips, tutorials, and we also sell cute and protective silk scrunchies. How do I learn to embrace my natural hair? So, the way that you learn to embrace your natural hair is by wearing your hair out. So, that means whatever your hair is in, whether it's in braids, it's under a wig, whatever like style that is holding you back, that is keeping your hair tied down, you need to just take it out. And you need to start wearing your hair every day. Like, that's my recommendation. Wear your hair every day and just get used to it. Just get used to knowing when your hair is dry. Try out a new style and you can get like your go-to style that you want to do. Doing all these things will just help you to learn your hair, get used to your hair being on your head. And others will get used to like you looking that way, and you'll get used to you yourself looking that way. Whenever you look in the mirror, you'll have your natural hair, and it's such a good way to really embrace it. Another thing that you can do is follow pages like Natural Hair Loving, of course, because we share daily pictures of natural hair, hairstyles, and tips. And you need to be following people who have hair like your hair. So, all those other people that don't have hair like yours, just unfollow them, because just seeing them day in and day out can be very detrimental. You need to see people who look like you, people who are styling their hair nicely, people who you're looking at and you're like, yes, that person is beautiful and she also has hair like mine. So seeing these things every day is just really good for you to learn to see your hair type as acceptable in society, as beautiful on yourself, your body, and others, and it will really help you to embrace your natural hair. Where do I start when I'm learning to style my natural hair? When you're first just doing your hair, I would recommend you do just simple, easy hairstyles. So that can be something as simple as a puff, it can be twists, or just a bun, something that is very simple for you to do. So you can just start getting used to just doing that style, do it over and over, perfect it, and then you can move on to something a little more advanced. How can I make my hair thick and strong? Well, firstly, not everybody has thick hair. Sorry, that's just how it goes. Some people have a lot of hair, very dense hair, or even very thick, individual strands. And some people, they just have fine hair, more sparse hair, thinner hair. And that's just how it goes. But in general, if you're trying to, strengthen your hair, our hair is made out of keratin, which is a protein. So to strengthen that, you can use natural products like henna or cassia treatments, and you can use products like Apogee, the two-step protein treatment. What is important to maintain healthy hair? So the first thing that you can do to maintain healthy hair is to keep your hair moisturized. Moisturized hair is well lubricated and it just is less likely to break. The next thing that you want to do is get rid of all your split ends. Split ends do not serve you. Just get rid of them. All that they do is they just travel up your hair shaft, and then you're just left with more damaged hair. Plus, they don't look nice and they make it harder for you to detangle your hair. Don't use too much heat. That is in blow drying or straightening your hair. Just stay away from more of that. Every time you use it, you're just damaging your hair and it's really unnecessary. Detangle gently. So detangling is where you can really damage your hair if you're too rough with it. So you're gonna have to finger detangle, use your comb and go through gently. Don't use a fine tooth comb. And yeah, you wanna detangle gently. Protect your hair from everything that will harm it. So this can be the environment. If it's too hot, put a hat on. And when you're going to bed, remember to use your silk or satin scarf, bonnet or pillowcase. So you're not just like, rubbing your head against your cotton pillowcase all night. No, that's too much friction and breakage central. What challenges should newly naturals be aware of? So, I hate to break it to you, but you might not like your hair texture. You might not like the length of your hair, it might be shorter than you want. Other people might not like your hair, and it could take some getting used to just seeing yourself as you are, how you naturally are, how you were born. And this can be just like another level of you just trying to love yourself, exploring more elements about loving yourself in your natural form. And this can be really hard. When you don't have the silky hair maybe that you dreamed of from a child, and you're presented with your natural afro, which society is telling you looks ugly every day, and this hair is better and that hair is better and you should just get a wig and all of this can be hard. And you really need to just, like I said, like before, embrace your hair, wear it out. It'll take a while, like you'll have a lot of days where you might cry because your hair doesn't look the way that you want it to. But after a while, you'll learn to love your hair. And this can be a journey that can take years, honestly. But once you reach it and you really love your hair, it's worth it. Can leaving your natural hair out cause that? Oh, can leaving your sorry. Can leaving your natural hair out too much cause damage? So, leaving your hair out too much can cause damage, but it doesn't have to. The ways that it can do this is with the environment, different factors going on with the weather. If the weather is very dry, if it's very cold, these factors can make your hair just dry out, be very brittle, and then start to break off, because it doesn't have enough moisture. Another thing that can break your hair off is just having it, rub against things like the back of your car seat, on the bus, your office chair, your clothes, just rubbing against it all day. These type of things can cause your hair to break, but you can combat this, but you just have to remember to keep on top of your moisturizing game. You're going to lose moisture throughout the day quicker because your hair is not in, styles where your hair strands are clumped together. So you just need to bear that in mind. What are some easy ways to protect my hair from damage? So the easiest way to protect your hair from damage is to sleep with a silk or satin bonnet, headscarf or pillowcase, and also to use silk or satin scrunchies or hair ties. So when we're going to bed or when we're styling our hair, we usually use a lot of cotton products. Now cotton it has a high absorption rate. It absorbs a lot of oil, of water, everything. This can dry out the hair and make it more prone to breakage. So I would recommend avoiding these type of products. You can also wear protective styles. So a lot of the time we damage our hair through just constant manipulation. So using low manipulation and protective styles can really help to preserve the hair strand for longer and retain length. When you're styling your hair, opt for styles where the ends of your hair are tucked in. This could be under scarves, it could be under a wig, it could be just in twists or braids, something where you don't have to style your hair every single day. And stay away from heat, but if you are using heat, make sure to use a heat protectant. Does the material my hair bands and headscarves are made of really make a difference? Yes, so the material that your scarves and your scrunchies, hair ties, everything like that you use can really make a difference. Usually, all these products are made out of cotton, and cotton really absorbs a lot of moisture, a lot of oil, and that's not what we want for our hair. Natural hair, especially type 4 hair, can be naturally dry, and really we want to do everything we can to keep the moisture in. Also, cotton is a very rough texture. When we use cotton pillowcases and our head is just rubbing against it all night, it's just causing a lot of friction and breakage. Likewise, when we're using cotton hair ties and we're running it through our hair, it can just easily break. Materials like satin and silk, they're really smooth and our hair just glides across it, and it just reduces the chance for breakage. So we sell at Natural Hair Loving silk scrunchies. I would advise you to check them out and see if you can see the difference with your hair.